Europe is starting to get serious about how it handles its border security. Recent terrorist attacks and the migrant crisis have left Europe shaken about how to manage its members' border security more effectively for migrants, refugees, as well as short-term visitors. Regarding the latter, Europe has looked to the US for motivation. The European Commission is rolling out a US-style electronic travel authorization system for visitors from countries that are currently not part of the EU but have been granted visa-free access to the EU and Schengen member countries through virtue of their good track record on security issues and thus are not being seen as a threat to the EU's security. The name of the proposed system is ETIAS. ETIAS stands for the EU Travel Information and Authorization System. The ETIAS will check security credentials by requiring travellers to submit an online application, as well as pay an application fee before arriving in EU member countries.
The ETIAS, like the ESTA implemented by the United States Department of Homeland Security, will streamline the border control and screening process for travelers who do not need a visa at present. The current EU visa application and vetting procedures for entering the Schengen area depend upon the citizenship of the visitor and are cost-free. Currently, there are around 60 countries whose citizens are permitted to enter the EU and Schengen member countries without the need to obtain a visa. These visitors are limited to a 90-day stay on visits intended for the purposes of tourism, business, or transit. There are restrictions whereby visa-free travelers are not permitted to work or study. The ETIAS travel authorization will be mandatory for citizens of those countries who currently do not require visas to enter Europe, including the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. The ETIAS proposal was finalized November 2016. By implementing ETIAS, the EU Commission intends to improve the security of the Schengen area primarily by requiring these visa-free travelers to obtain travel authorization and undergo various security checkpoints prior to their arrival to the EU.
The ETIAS would ensure possible security threats are identified and dealt with outside EU borders, and ensure citizens remain safe from such threats inside the EU. For the latest news, requirements and analysis on the ETIAS, please visit etias.com.